The following broadcast is brought to you by Public House Media.
Hello! Welcome to Choose to Rise, housed here on Public House Media. I'm so glad that you're here to give a listen. My podcasts are audio pulled from my live Facebook posts every single morning, where I share other healthy living tips, motivational information, and connect with people from all over to live their life as a very best self. If you like these messages, I hope you tell a friend about Public House Media and my podcast so we can spread more positivity around the world. Thanks for listening. On with the show. Good morning. I hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Meyer. I'm the founder of Choose to Rise and Choose to Rise Up, and I am just so glad that you are here. I am so honored and grateful that you are listening, that you are, whether it's here on the live video or on the podcast or wherever. And I am also very grateful for Choose to Rise Up and iHeartRadio and all the places in iTunes and Stitcher and all the places that my podcast is at. And so thank you very much for all of those that at Public House Media that are giving people like me a voice to go out and share with you. Today, I want to be sharing with you 6 things that happy people do differently. And, some of these things I do well. Some of these things I'm still working on myself. Some of these things have been learned over time. And, you can make one small change in your day, in your world, to make your day a little bit brighter, or the day around somebody else's day around you a little bit brighter. More power to you, and more amazingness things will happen in your life. So 6 things that happy people do differently. What's one of them? The first thing they do is they express gratitude. The first thing I try to do when I wake up in the morning is start my day with thank you, Jesus, for this blessing of this day. Thank you for the opportunity to be breathing, for the opportunity to be living. Thank you for this day in general. And then I try to think about my schedule and what's coming up, and thank you, thank you, thank you. When you appreciate what you have and you can appreciate the value of what you have in your life, you'll be able to be grateful for the other things in your life and be grateful for the people in your life and just live in a thankful way. And then when we have hard things that happen, when we have struggles that come our way, we can approach it in a grateful way and learn and find the opportunities for growth in that struggle versus playing the victim role and getting down and going into a downward spiral. Happy people express gratitude. Number 2, they cultivate optimism. People who think optimistically seek the world as a place packed with endless opportunities, especially in trying times. So again, always cultivating the optimism, going forward, thinking about what is possible, what you're going to gain out of this hardship, what the opportunity that's rising in front of you instead of what is happening in a negative light. So every cloud has a silver lining. Every struggle has an opportunity. When a door is closed, a window is open. I could throw tons of analogies at you and metaphors and whatever, but you really have to change your mindset and think about the glass being half full versus half empty. Number 3, avoid thinking and social comparison. Comparing yourself to someone else can be poisonous. Comparison is the kill of all joy. When you are comparing yourself to somebody else, you're looking at somebody else's journey that you don't even know what's a part of them. Everybody has highs and lows, and you could be comparing somebody else's high to your low at the time. When you compare to somebody else, you are limiting your own ability to be amazing. The only person that you should compare yourself to is your before and your now, what you were before and what you have become, and really focus on your own growth. Because again, you can't compare your own journey to somebody else's because you don't know where they've been. You don't know where they've come from or where they're going. You may be going in a completely different direction as them, and that's okay. But don't compare where you are to where somebody else is because you're not living the same life. Number 4, practice acts of kindness. Selflessly helping someone is a super powerful way to feel good inside. I have a quote in my office, and many of my listeners have heard me say this before. This quote, it's up right above my desk, and it says, the best way to forget your troubles is to help somebody else with theirs. And, anytime that you can exude kindness, that you can exude gratefulness, that you can exude optimism, that you can not compare your journey, but support somebody in their journey, the better off you're going to become. We are here on this earth to serve and to be servants to others around us. And if you can give some kindness to people, if you can like seriously, like selflessly help somebody, not do it to get something in return, but just help somebody. And just because it's good to do that, you're going to feel good inside because of it. Number 5, nurture social relationships. The happiest people on the planet are the ones who have deep, meaningful relationships. And there's a statistic out there that you can have 150 solid relationships, and then you can know more people. You can know up to 600 to 800 people and really know them. But like to really foster those positive, healthy relationships, you really got to dig deep, and you really got to be vulnerable with people, and you have to share your journey and share your story and be real with people. Nobody likes to hang out with a fake person. Nobody likes to hang out with a Debbie Downer. Nobody likes to hang out with somebody that is always one-upping people. So be real with people, be honest with people, nurture some social relationships. The 5 people that you hang out with the most are the people that you're 171% more likely to be like the 5 people you hang out with the most. So regardless of how you grew up, regardless of who your parents were, regardless of what you experienced in your childhood, regardless of all kinds of things, if you are spending your time with a certain group of people, that's who you're going to become. We tend to mold into the habits, into the rituals, into the daily activities of the people that are around us. So if you are unhappy, if you are stuck, if you are tired all the time, if you are doing things that don't make you feel good, find people that you want to be like. Get into groups or experiences or activities with people that are like who you want to become. Energetic, active, fit, healthy, whatever. Get into those groups. If you want to be making more money, get with groups of people that make more money. If you want to get out of a negative mindset, find a positive group of people to be around. It's really that simple. It's about getting and surrounding yourself with the people that you want to become. And number 6, the last one we're going to talk about today, is developing strategies for coping. It helps to have healthy strategies for coping and pre-rehearsal, on call, and in your arsenal for your disposal. So when you have stress that happens, because it will happen, there will be crap that happens in your life. If you have the people in your life that you want, that you can, and you've developed relationships with, that you can go to and be a coping mechanism with, you can talk it out. Another way to do it is to journal. Another healthy way to deal with stress and coping with things is exercise. Another great way is for you to find someone to talk with. I think I said that one already. So those 4 things, if you are getting active, burning off some stress, really, for me, exercise is something for clarity for me. It clears my head. It burns off some energy. It burns off some exercise. Stress. It's a great way for me to just decompress and let things go. And I can always think through things more clearly after I've done that. So maybe it's getting outside and getting a walk, breathing deeply, meditating, sharing your story with somebody else, having that trusted relationship, that trusted friend that you can go to and work through things with. Then, if you are already cultivating that positive mindset, you're going to have, optimism in your life. You're going to be able to know that good things are still coming. You're going to be able to express gratitude through the whole thing, really reflect on what's happening in your life and find the silver lining, be able to practice kindness with others, regardless of what's happening in your world. And, if you follow these 6 things, you're going to find some more happiness in your life, and you're going to be able to go forward and do more. Tomorrow, I'm going to come at you again with 6 more things that happy people do, and we'll continue to work on loving ourselves, finding our happiness, and moving forward in greatness. I hope you've had a wonderful time here. I hope you enjoy this podcast. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, I highly encourage you to go to iTunes and hit subscribe, and leave us some feedback there. Tell your friends about Choose to Rise, and I hope you come back to our page for more information. If you want to learn more about me or what I do as a health and fitness coach, go to choosetoriseup.com. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I hope to see you in my inbox soon, because we can connect, and I love to learn more about my listeners. Have a great day. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Please follow Public House Media on Twitter at the PH Media and on Facebook at Public House Media to stay up to date on this podcast as well as many other things happening on the network. You can leave me feedback on my show, and if you have any questions, comments, or new ideas or topics, I would love to hear them. You can also follow me on my social media account, Choose to Rise Up, at Facebook, and at KJP Meyer on Instagram. I hope you have a great day.